Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The NFL's active leader in rush yards, Derrick Henry. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. If you look at this Browns defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game. Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Inside handoff, Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This defense for the Browns, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Now Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Henry up the middle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
That's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Jackson now. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Moore, the man in motion. Now the NFL's 3rd leading rusher last year. It's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36. Jedrick Wills, former 1st-round pick, guilty there. Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack.
But certainly hit the point of no return in this one because that was absolutely the last time they could afford a sack. You got to sustain your blocks and keep your quarterback clean for as long as it takes in this situation. They failed up front this time to do so.
Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now Hill to return it. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Browns 0.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. The short one there, caught by Likely. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. A give to Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Roddy Hickman with a pick. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That was one I kind of saw it coming, Charles. That free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Browns at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 49-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That thing blown up by the defensive effort of Chandler Jones.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A shotgun snap for Watson. His throw incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football. If indeed that's the plan of attack.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now a handoff to Henry. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. Touchdown, Browns. Marquise Goodwin as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 10-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Watson on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They go with Chubb on second down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Watson now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. On first down, it's Watson. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. Third and 2, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Out of the gun, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Now it's Watson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Back to throw, Watson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's Watson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you expressed yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, it makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, that's what his Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
To throw is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Jackson now.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Still going inside the 20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Browns 27, Ravens 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Now this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Second and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Open man, that's Henry. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and the deficit stays right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The handoff to Ford up the middle. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
They pitch it to Chubb. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returning it, Justice Hill. The return man is Hill. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
A first down carry for Henry. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
2nd and 5 at the Browns 21-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Throwing now, Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that